welcome to my channel, Pilates for the People. I'm your instructor, Andrea, and this workout focuses on strengthening the glutes, mobilizing your hips and spine, as well as supporting your low back through core activation. You don't need any equipment, just your body, so find a comfortable spot to move on and let's get started. We're starting today down on the floor, lying on our back with our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. Walk your feet a little bit wider than your hips and bring your arms a bit wide to the side so they make a A-frame shape. From here, begin to tip your knees over to one side. Come back up through center and then tip over to the other side. Come back up, tip over to one side. Come on back up and tip over to the other side. So keep going here. Focus on rolling across the back of your pelvis. Try to make your pelvis feel really heavy against the ground as it rolls over from one side to the other. You could try inhaling as you tip your knees, exhaling through center. Inhale, tip the knees. Exhale through center. Inhale, tip the knees. Exhale through center. Once more, tip the knees and come on back to center. From here, walk your feet in so they are now hip distance apart and extend your right leg so it's out long. Push it into the left foot. Lift the left side of the pelvis, the left bum, off the floor, but keep the right side down and heavy. So you're rolling onto the right side of the pelvis towards the right hip. And then lower the left bum cheek down. So push into the left foot, lift the left side of the pelvis, left side of the bum, up and over towards the right. Right side stays on the floor and heavy. Come down. Push into the foot, lift left, roll onto right side. Now your left knee stays pointed straight up towards the ceiling. So as you lift the pelvis up and over, keep the left knee pointing straight up towards the ceiling. This is going to create an external rotation in our hip, and it really targets the gluteus max, the glute max muscle in the back. Keep going here. Press heel into floor as you lift the left side of your pelvis up and over. Come down. Press heel into floor as you lift up and over. One more time. Press heel into floor, lift up and over, and then come all the way down. Switch your legs. Now the right side is bent. The left leg is long. So push into right heel, lift right side of pelvis, right side of bum up. Keep the left side heavy and down. Come all the way down. You're going to push into right heel, lift the right side of the pelvis off, rolling on towards left side. Come all the way down. Push right heel, lift up and over to the left. So again, when you do this, the right hip externally rotates and it targets the glute max muscle on the right side. This exercise is a great primer for the glutes to get them working well as we continue on in our class. It's also a great exercise if you are someone who has a hard time feeling their glutes or finding their glutes. This one tends to get them turned on. And when I do it with people, they're almost successful. One more time here. And then come all the way down. Now bend both knees, so both feet are flat on the floor, and bring your arms into the sides of your body. From here, curl your tailbone up towards the ceiling, round your low back into the floor. Keep lifting your tail and begin to roll your spine off the mat up into a bridge, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, sink down just as you came up, one vertebra at a time. Keep the tail lifted until the very end. It'll finally sink down, and you'll find a little bit of space under your low back. Again, curl the tail round the low back. Begin to peel the spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. At the top, take a breath. And as you exhale, roll down the spine, one vertebra at a time. Keep the tail up right into the end until it sinks down and you find a little space under the low back. Curl the tail, roll up bone by bone by bone. When you're at the top this time, check to make sure that your thighs stay parallel here. Keep thighs parallel as you roll down bone by bone by bone. So focus on the thighs staying parallel as you curl your tail around your low back. Roll up the spine, one vertebra at a time, and then roll down bone by bone by bone. One to go here. Curl the tail, roll all the way up. This time, you're going to stay right up into the bridge. Lengthen your knees a little bit away from you. Sink your breastbone just a tad. And from here, lower one side of your pelvis down a little and then lift it back up. Lower the other side of your pelvis down a little and lift it back up. So you're going to lower one side, lift it up, lower the other, lift it up. In this exercise, we're creating both rotation in the spine and in the hips. Again, we're really targeting the glute max when we do this. Do a few more. Lower down, lift up, lower down. Your thighs stay parallel. Good. And see if you can keep lots of weight through your heels, but stay connected into the ground through the balls of your big toes, as well as the big toes themselves. Keep both shoulder blades pressed firmly down in the back. Go for 3 and 2 and rest. Roll down the spine bone by bone by bone until the tail touches down, and you want to have a little bit of space under your low back here. That's called a neutral spine. So we don't want it pressed flat for these next series of exercises. There should be a little space. From here, you are going to extend the right leg out long and bring the left leg up into tabletop. Dangle your left foot and place the right hand on the front of the left thigh, just above the knee. You're going to press your left thigh into your hand, and your arm is going to act like a stopper. I want you to press it until you feel some engagement through your abdominals. But remember, we want to keep a little space under our low back. If you've rounded your low back, you're probably pressing too much. Press for 3, 2, and rest. Lengthen that leg long. Lift the right side up to tabletop, dangle the foot. Left hand goes onto the right thigh just above the knee. Take a breath. And as you exhale, press the knee into the hand. Press firmly just until you feel your abdominals kick on, and keep that little neutral space underneath your low back. Keep pressing. Press for 4, 3, 2, and rest. From here, place both feet flat on the floor, arms by your sides. We're going to go back into bridge, but this time I want you to lift the bum straight up towards the ceiling without rolling through the spine. And then lower the bum straight back down. Again, you're not rolling through the spine. So it's like your spine stays flat as you hinge straight up, and then it stays flat as we lower back down. The start point and the end point of this exercise, so lift right up, is the same as the rolling bridge, but this time we're keeping our spine neutral. Press down through both feet, lift up, and lower down. Press down through both feet, lift up and lower down. Once more, press down through both feet, lift up and lower down. Last exercise lying on our back. Let's extend both legs long. Hinge the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee as much as you need to get your thigh bone vertical. So you're making like a 90-degree angle with your thigh and your body. From here, begin to make a little circle with your leg. Focus on the circular motion happening right at the hip joint. So in your mind's eye, trace your leg from your knee up your thigh all the way to where it connects into your pelvis and create the circular motion there. Do 3 more in this direction. Now let's switch. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Bend the knee, lengthen the leg long. Other side, lift the leg straight up. Bend the knee as much as you need to make that thigh vertical. So it's at a 90-degree angle with your body. And begin your circles here. Again, you want to focus on the circular motion happening right at the hip joint. So in your mind's eye, trace the leg right up to the pelvis and focus on making that circular motion right where the leg connects into the pelvis. Let's go 4, 3, 2, change direction, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, lengthen the leg long. And now we're going to roll over on to one side. Prop yourself right up onto your forearm here. Bend both knees and lift your waist up and away from the floor. Lengthen your top arm long. Begin to reach your arm under your body, turn and look down. And then reach your arm straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to rotate down, reaching the arm under, and then rotate back up. Exhale as you come down, and inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. Exhale down, inhale up. Last time, down, and then up. Keep that arm reaching up tall. From here, press into both knees, lift your hips up to side bridge and lower back down. Press into both knees, lift to side bridge and lower down. Press the knees, lift side bridge and down. One more time, press the knees, lift to side bridge and lower down. From here, flip on to hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Begin to round the spine up towards the ceiling and then arc the spine down towards the floor. So cat-cow, rounding spine up and arcing spine the other way. While you're doing this, I want you to compare the two halves of your body. Take note of which side of your body was on the bottom side when we were doing those side bridge exercises. Does it feel at all that you can round that side a little bit more than the other when you're doing this exercise? Maybe you feel wider or fuller on that side. Do one more. And then let's flip over to the other side. So you're going to come onto your forearm, bending both knees, and lift the bottom side of your waist up away from the mat. From here, reaching your arm up towards the ceiling, rotate down and through, and then come all the way back up. Rotate down and through, and then come all the way back up. Rotate down and through and up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Once more, exhale down. Inhale, hold. Keep that arm reaching up. Press through both knees. Lift your hips up to side bridge and lower down. Press through both knees. Lift your hips up to side bridge and lower down. Press knees, lift the hips and lower down. Press and lift the hips and lower down. Come on back to hands and knees. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Back to your cat-cow, rounding your spine up towards the ceiling and arcing your spine down towards the floor. Take notice again on how your back feels. Perhaps the sides feel a little bit more even this time, feeling as though you're now more full through the opposite side as you were before. Do one more here, and then come to a flat back. You're going to have your neck long with your eyes looking down between your hands. From here, press into your right hand and send your right leg straight back behind you so the leg is in line with the rest of your body. Keep pressing into right hand as the leg comes back to the floor. Press into left hand, send the left leg back. Keep pressing left hand and come all the way down. So press right hand, send right leg back, and then bring it in. Press left hand, send left leg back, and bring it in. Press right hand, right leg goes, and in. Press left hand, left leg goes, and bring it in. Press the right hand, step the right leg out, hold it back there. Now lower your right toes down to the floor. From here, press again into that right hand. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Turn to look up, and then sweep the left arm under the body behind the right arm. Come back up, rotate, look up towards the ceiling, and then sweep the arm under. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, come under. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, come under. Last time, inhale, rotate up. Now bring your left hand back to the floor. Press into both hands, right toes, and then hover the left knee off the floor. Lower down. Press into both hands, right toes, hover the left knee. Inhale to come down. Exhale to hover. Inhale to come down. Exhale to hover. Inhale to come down. Exhale, hover. One more down. And exhale, hover. Lower down. Bring the right knee in. Press into left hand. Step left leg back, curling the toes there. Keep pressing into that left hand as the right arm reaches out to the side and up, turning to look up. Sweep the arm under the body behind the left side. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, arm goes under. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, arm goes under. Inhale, spiraling through the body. Exhale, under. Inhale, spiraling up towards the ceiling and under. One to go. Inhale. As you return, this time the hand comes down to the floor. Here we go. Press into both hands, left toes, and hover the right knee. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press hands, left toes, hover the right knee. Inhale to lower. Exhale to hover. Inhale to lower. Exhale to hover. Inhale to lower. Exhale to hover and lower. 1 to go. Hover and lower down. Bring the leg back underneath you and come up into tall kneeling. Send your arms forward and up and then wide to the sides. Arms go forward and up and then wide to the sides. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, circle them around. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, circle them around. Inhale, arms up and circle. Last time, arms go up and circle. Now interlace your hands and place them on the top of your head. Reach the right elbow up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the right side of the body. Then return. Reach left elbow up, lengthening through left side of the body, and then return. So inhale, reach the elbow, lengthen right. Exhale, return. Inhale, reach the elbow, lengthen left. Inhale, return. Good. So this is a kneeling side bend. But instead of really thinking about bending over here, I want you to think about lengthening up and over. In this exercise, it's the side that's getting longer that's doing the work. Okay, so it's the oblique muscles, but it's on the side that's getting longer. And it's working both as you go up and over and as you return. Try one more each side. Good. And then arms can reach up towards the ceiling and then come all the way back down. Place your hands back down on the floor. Curl your toes under and pike your hips up towards the ceiling into a down dog position. From here, creating as little motion as possible side to side, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to until your feet are flat on the floor and hang your head down. Take a huge breath here. As you exhale just once, begin to roll up your spine, one vertebra at a time. Take your time stacking your spinal tower, bone by bone by bone. Head stays heavy till the end. It comes up last. Send your arms out to the side and up on an inhale. And as you exhale, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Thank you so much for working out with me today. You should feel really great that you made it to the end and you did something really good for you today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.